Thoughts on Doug and what he meant as a teammate and just a friend?
Yeah, still processing everything, as far as losing Doug. I'm kind of finding out about it like everybody else, but devastating for a lot of reasons. Obviously, feel for his family and friends and teammates, and still early, still processing, but obviously a travesty, and we're going to miss him dearly.
What kind of player was he, and how instrumental was he to that run there, the 15-3 run and stuff?
He was everything to that run. I know a lot of guys get a lot of credit for those teams, but Doug was heart and soul of our offense. Just the way he ran the football, he could catch the football, he protected, he did it all for us, and he brought an energy, a physicality, a spark every time we stepped on the field. So there's no, there was no secret or no shock that he became the player he became. You could see it every day. You saw it when he came in these doors as a freshman. But yeah, he meant everything to those teams.
How about a little bit the person? I mean, I caught Doug's final year here, and I felt like I remember he had a great smile.
Yeah.
And then I also remember down in Las Vegas, there was like a dance competition at the bowl game, and he absolutely crushed the dance competition with Arizona State. Yeah. So just Doug the person and those things you might remember about him.
Yeah, I think exactly what you said, the first thing I think about is his smile. He had that big old smile, and he was smiling a lot. He was always in good spirits. His energy was contagious, and he was by far the best dancer, I think, of the generation of Broncos, and he proved it over and over again. But that's just who he was. I mean, if you'd be running 20 decks and he'd be smiling, that huge smile on his face. You'd be in the middle of a 4-minute drive, and he'd have that smile. So that's just what he brought every day, was that type of energy, and it kind of fed off at everybody else.
It's funny that his first stat is a tackle when he was here as a young kid. So, I mean, just obviously the way that he was used on this football team. What kind of teammate was he?
I forgot about that. Coaches, we do some things sometimes. We moved him to nickel, didn't we? He played some defense for us, and that just shows this the type of athlete. He could just do it on a dime and go play defense and make tackles for you. Don't remember him ever saying one word about it. I think that, again, shows a lot of his character and who he was. But obviously, I'm glad we brought him back over to the offensive side. That worked out.
Football, he seemed very private. How good of a job did he do to keep in touch with teammates after football?
Yeah, he had his best friends that were on the team that he kept in contact with all the time. I was able to just see him here and there if he was back in town. But just like all of our teammates, as soon as we see that person or that guy, it's like we haven't left. It's like it's 2008 in the locker room again. But he had his best friends on the team that he stayed in close contact with.
Do you know if he was living here part-time sometimes?
I don't know. I don't know too many details about just his living situation currently.
Were you part of the locker room incident up at Idaho when Coach Choate lit the helmet on fire? And then
I missed that because I was a captain that game, so I was already out on the field, I think, getting ready for that. But I missed I heard about it, but I missed all the shenanigans.
I guess when we ran out with the hammer and did the 50-yard line or something.
Dougie, yeah. He wasn't afraid to set the tone, and he backed it up too. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Doug Martin moment as a player, a run he had, or a moment there, Nate, that pops into your head? As a player or something.
Oh man, shoot, there's a lot. I would say, I have memories of me and him going back to, I think, Utah State in 2009 or something, and he had a touchdown run, and I got to celebrate with him, and I still remember that play pretty vividly. I remember him launching behind me into the end zone in the Fiesta Bowl. He jumped over that guy for the game-winning touchdown. That photo's all over our facility, him flying in there. But those are things I remember. I also remember the sound of the contact he made when he finished runs, and the violence that he ran with, and the balance that he had, just being amazed when I was out on the field with him for that. But yeah, a lot of it is little things for practice or in the summertime in training. That's the stuff that always sticks out the most with those guys.
Did you ever, obviously you didn't play against him, but did you ever play a football game, an NFL game with him on the other team? Did you ever, and you had that post-game meeting with him. Do you ever remember any NFL experience with him?
I'm trying to think. I think it was, I didn't play, he played, but I think we played the Bucks one year when he was with the Bucks, and we always got to, chop it up before and after the game, but he did most of the playing, I did most of the watching, I think, back then.